Canon rumors are now starting to spiral out that we might have not one, but two new cinema cameras coming from Canon before the end of the year. Now, This is very, very new. Like, very, very new. We don't have a whole lot of information on this. But I don't think that it is a coincidence because in a real way, right now, Sony Cinema is weird.
Yeah.
The FX6 needs an update, hasn't gotten one. FX3, everybody wants an update, hasn't gotten one. Sony gives us an FX2, and on average, we normally get only about one cinema camera from Sony a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we get FX3s, and then next year we get FX30, and then now it's like, you'll get an FX6, and then now we're getting an FX2, or the Burano came in between that. Now we're getting an FX2 this year. So next year, Sony might be able to release something, but Canon's saying, well, hold on. Hey, production, this is our shot.
Brandon.
The FX3 people are mad. Let's give them something.
Has the heat on Drake calmed down enough? Has it calmed down enough? I'm not ready for that, but has it calmed down enough?
Why?
I'm just wondering.
The heat on Drake?
Can we like Drake again?
I'm not gonna lie, Nokia slaps.
Because Canon's got that drink in them. They going back to back. Bro, when I tell you Canon dominated last year, and this is why y'all are here. What's the chat at? What's the number at?
They're dropping.
234. No, we rising, bro. Well, we got 234 in here, only got 57 likes.
No one cares about BBL Drizzy. What you talking about?
Bro, the way that the Canon people, bro, we've been talking about Sony for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Ain't
fine.
had more than 180 people in here.
You're fine.
We got 237 up in here for Canon action.
But
bro,
only 58 likes. They're not here for the Canon love.
No. They just forgot. They were enjoying themselves, and now they remember. Look, 68. Let's go. Let's go, Canon. Okay, I need to calm down. You know what? That dislike, yeah, it was the Sony execs leaving the chat. I'm just like, Brandon, because the Canon C50, this was being rumored on Canon Rumors.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be released until September, what I want to do, we got very little information on it, except for that this will be a completely new redesign. And they're not just dropping one camera, they're dropping two cameras. One that's going to be above the C400.
Okay.
Not replacing it, obviously, because C400 just came out. And then one below the C70.
Below the C70?
Below the C70. So not a C70, maybe below the C70.
Okay.
So because we have so much time, just like the FX2, before it drops, I think that, and obviously, if we're going to be real, R&D has been happening for years. But what do we need to tell Canon that it has to have in this completely redesigned body? What are we saying? Bro, don't be an FX2. Don't drop. And then people hate it.
Yeah.
What do we need in the camera? Chat, I need to know. What does it need?
Well, why don't you go first? What do you think? What do you want to see in the C50? If that's what they call it.
Dude, do not make it too small that it doesn't have internal NDs.
You think they can't go without internal NDs?
Do not. Do electronic if you need to do electronic. But I need physical NDs in the deal.
Okay.
Canon, we do not care if you have an SDI port. I know that it's not going to be a popular deal among everyone, but I see you keeping it at the C80. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be cool. But if you have to sacrifice something, SDI, it'd be all right.
I'm gonna add into this for you. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about making this Netflix approved. Screw Netflix.
Oh yeah. Screw them.
Ain't nobody making movies for Netflix.
Don't drop below 4K.
No, don't be dumb.
Don't get confused.
don't go crazy.
But oh my gosh, is it too much to ask for? Is 6K too much to ask for?
I think so. Only because the C80.
No, the C80's got 6K.
I know, but if this has 6
external. External?
I don't. You're like a child. You're like, can I get external? Please?
I'm just saying. Okay. Because I do. It feels weird. It does feel weird to drop a 4K camera in 2025, late 2025. Just saying.
I get what you're saying.
Just
Yeah. No. I think you're right. I think 6K.
Don't be pulling we pulling the sensors from the C70 and put it into the.
You can do a Sony thing where it gives us 6K, but then if you do 6K 60, it crops to 4K.
6K 60 can crop, but that 4K 60, it better be uncropped.
Yes.
I'm cool with it being Super 35. I think it's too much to imagine that you're going to do a full frame C50. I'm okay with that. And then, yeah, open gate would be nice. Give me that triple base ISO. Give it to me. Oh my gosh. 800, 1600. What is it? 12. What is that? That 12,800?
Yeah.
12,800. What else? Bro, give me them Canon colors and we good. And oh buddy, put it at $3,000. 32 max.
I don't think you can do that.
Kill them, Canon. They all dead.
You know what I want?
Put them all to sleep.
I'll tell you what I think I could really get. I'm going to go more realistic and then dream about the design.
Yeah.
So, in a very real way, just give me the R5 Mark II sensor. Just go 8K.
Full frame?
Full frame. Because here's the thing. You've already done...
Did you say you're being realistic or dreaming?
No, I'm being realistic. They got to be like Sony. They got to recycle some parts. So I'm making it really easy for them.
Okay.
It's the same thing they did with the R5C. I just don't want the R5C Mark II because that had problems. So I'm gonna base what I'm saying off the R5C.
Yeah.
But I'm tweaking a lot. So just know that's where my brain is. You already have an R5. You already have a bunch of R5 parts.
Yeah.
So give me a C80 or a C50, sorry, with R5C internal components. Give me the 8K sensor. I'll take all the benefits of it because you don't have a really, in my opinion, you don't have a decent 6K sensor that I want you to take from. And when it comes to like a budget cinema camera like this, the R3, yeah, but give me something newer than that. They don't have. I want something better than that. Because I'll be honest, my R3 and 6K RAW, it ain't hitting. So I'll take.
When's the last time you shot in RAW?
Canon
Standard
RAW?
profile.
No. On the Canon? Oh, probably like within the first like 2 years of owning it. Now I don't do it at all anymore. I don't like the Canon RAW workflow.
No, I'm just saying, when's the last time you looked at it?
It's probably fine. I just don't like the workflow.
Okay, yeah.
And what I'm saying,
I feel you on that.
I'm saying is, if you're going to make me lock down to the R3 system, then it only shoots 6K in RAW. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I would rather take an R5 for video focuses for 8K because I can get what I want out of that. But I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me. All right, so here we go. I want R5C, but when it comes to the body, throw away the R5C body. I want a brand new design, and I want you to take some of the design elements of the 50V and marry that to your current mirrorless cameras and find somewhere to meet in the middle. I want it to look like a FX6, but Canon's own little version of it. Beefier than the 50V, full frame, throw that 8K in there, keep the fan in there. I don't really care about the indies as much as Jarrell does, but, obviously it'd be nice to have. And the biggest problem I had with the R5C was battery life. I'm going to tell you right now, if that thing comes out overheating or with a video battery life of like 20 minutes on the R5C when it first came out, 20, 30 minutes. If it does those two things, it's dead on arrival.
Yeah.
You can't do those two things. It can't overheat and it can't have poor battery life. And don't tell me that, it was designed for, no. You're designing this for cinema. The R5C, I understand. Repurposed R5.
Yeah.
Throw those cinema features in there, destroyed the battery. The battery wasn't designed for that camera. That's fine. Don't mess this one up.
Brandon, what's going to differentiate the R50 from the C50 versus the C80?
So I think with the C80, you're going to have more physical buttons.
Okay.
I do believe, even though I know you want NDs in the C50, I think that the NDs should be saved for the C70 and the C80 Because if the C50 has built-in NDs, it's going to be taller. And I don't want it to be taller. I want it to stay like compact size. So I don't want to sacrifice a bigger camera just to have built-in NDs. Because if that's the case, then just go buy the C80 or buy the C70. You can get a C70 right now used for like $3,000. Solid camera, solid autofocus, solid color, everything you want. You can buy that now for $3,000. If you're going to give me a new camera, I don't want the NDs in there if that means the camera's got to be like so tall.
Yeah.
That makes sense? Like the Pocket Pro body is too big for a run and gun camera. I want this to be more along the size of an FX3.
Canon, don't listen to Brandon. Listen to me. Listen to your people. There ain't been no filmmaker on the face of filmmaking. What is the biggest criticism of the FX3? It ain't got no internal NDs.
Yeah, but people don't want to go up to an FX. Like, that's my thing.
That's true.
Let's get rid of the price. Let's get rid of the price of these cameras. If you could get an FX3 for the same price as an FX6, a lot of people will still lean to the FX3 because of the size of the FX3. The FX6 is just too much for most people to run and gun with. It's harder to balance on gimbals, all those other things. I'm not saying that if they can figure out a way magically to get built-in NDs into a camera the size of the FX3, I'm never going to complain about that.
Yeah.
But I am saying when it comes to making cameras that are sub $3,000, $3,500 cinema cameras, I know we have to sacrifice something. Yeah. The thing I'm willing to sacrifice on is the NDs because there is an option for that if you need it. Go up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that I wouldn't take it. Of course I would take it. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this clip. If you enjoyed it, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other content just like this. And if you didn't like this video, it's not my fault that Canon rumors are better than their actual cameras. I'm just reporting the news. Gosh, all these Canon haters.